Welcome, travelers, champions, heroes, and villains, to the adventure. Today we take a chance and play Dead Cells, a Souls-like, side-scrolling little game. I would say RPG, but not really. A little bit of collectible, roguelike, action-adventure game. Gonna start over as fresh little daisies. Fresh cells, I suppose. Entering the prisoner's quarters. Just a pile of goop. As we just go into this random decapitated body. I mean, to be fair, chopping block. Looks like I had a bad time with it. You know, looks like your body did. Your goop was way up there. Primary weapon. Ha ha ha. We got a little double jump. Got a cruddy little sword. We can do some double jumps. Aren't you the headless fellow that's been getting around? I guess. A little thumbs up. I guess it's hard to talk without an actual head. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Ah, yes. That's right. No tongue. Mother. Anyway, must be strange to be back from the dead. I mean, surely you must have noticed. Well, I mean, I did crawl into a corpse. You can no longer die. That's sweet. I don't really understand it. But you're not the first to find yourself in this situation, if that's what you want to know. As he looks around, I mean, there's nobody else here. We got the choice to bring with us a bow or a shield. We're going to go with the shield. So, we can block. We can do a little parry if we get time it just right, which is kind of nice. If I remember right, shields used to be kind of garbage in the game, to be fair. But everybody has their own unique playstyle, and there's no right or wrong in the game. I mean, probably wrong. Dying's probably wrongish. But the game is to gather cells and souls of the likes by beating the snot out of monsters while gaining some gold along the way. And use all that to kind of upgrade your character through finding new items and unlocking all kinds of fancy new stuff. There's like hidden power-ups too, like being able to climb walls. There's a wolf trap, and there's a little bit of a story. Tickle. Yeah, that's one of the powers you get along the way, but so there's certain things you keep when you die, like your powers, your weapons go away, your cells go away. Everything just kind of disappears, and you gotta start back over from the beginning. You gather more stuff, lets you get a little quicker, a little further each time, and eventually you gotta make your way towards the end, which, depending upon what route you take, how far you make it. You got the blueprint for the blood sword. Here's a little level up upgrades, color-coded for easy readability. Red affects red weapons, purple affects purple weapons, green affects green things. You do notice the wolf trap is purple and green, so purple or green will affect it, whichever one is higher. It doesn't take both, I believe, into account. It's just whichever is higher. As well as a little bit of HP stuff. Green is usually more HP, red's in between, and purple is less. Purple's more of like your long-rangey, magic-y stuff. Red's your close-range swords. Green's always going to be like your shields and some traps and stuff. But anyways, stick of brutality, upgrade our sword a little bit. Drop on some monsters, bust open some doors, and get this party started. Okay. Yep. This is going. Talking about all this big game, and just immediately just get stumped twice in a row. Shield guys obviously have shields, so you can't attack them from the shield front. You have to either roll behind them, or you have something big enough that can break shields or ignore shields. Get some more level up points. Let's keep that red going. Okay. Oh, I dodged him. Oh, okay. Let's not have a death right at the get-go. Let's at least make it past the intro stage, shall we? Promenade of the Condemned. Ah, we will leave. I believe the faster you go, usually you get some extra rewards. Yeah, the 2-minute door, and if you can get a nice kill streak, then you can go through that door, but as I got stomped a couple times. I get no rewards. Nothing. Well, look who it is. I'm the collector, and I'm about the closest thing you'll find to decent company around here. Bring me the cells you gather from the others. In exchange, I'll procure a few useful little items for you. Should you stumble upon a blueprint, bring it to me, and I'll introduce you some more experimental items. Yeah, so there's some things that you have to unlock first, of which the first one is the health flask, which acts like an Estus flask if you're used to souls or something. It's pretty much a health potion. And you can just keep leveling it up to get more and more uses. Gold reserves let you hold on to some gold when you die, which is nice. And then we have things like melee weapons. When you finish building the blueprint, you also get... It'll show up within the dungeons, if you want to call it that. There's also, when you first create it, one will just kind of pop out, so you can just equip it instantly. You can also lock unwinded items out of your item pool with custom mode. But you might as well just use all your cells every time you make it to the collector, otherwise they carry over, and if you die, then you don't get to keep them. So there's no reason not to. Well, hello, Mr. Prisoner. And each round you also get to choose a little mutation. They're broken down into the same things as your stats, as well as just general stuff. Saves you one time if you die, recovers a little bit of HP after killing an enemy, and they do bump up, usually, based on how many of the color you have unlocked. Melee kills reduce skill cooldowns. Just get the combo. Nice, simple, and easy. Just a pile of corpses. Funny, they look a little like me. Oh. And you can also refill up your hit points and your hit point potion at the end of each little area, which is nice because I got stomped at the very end after making myself look so nice. Achievement, Love the Serenity. Reach the Promenade of the Condemned for the first time. And you can't usually access everything right from the get-go because you don't have all the abilities required to keep going. Like, in order to take a divergent path right there at the beginning, you have to have an item, well, not item, but like a skill you acquire in this zone. So training dummying gives everything invulnerability around it. Alright, let's get a little something. Just keep the little damage party going. And doing good, doing good. Some good kills, doing excellent. So, let us roll. Aren't you a little jerk with your little bouncy bounce? Didn't treat you too well in the very end. These require a bunch of keys. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to just drop down when I couldn't see the ground, because a lot of times there'll just be spikes there because ha 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 ha! F you. Oh, that's the jerk spot to stick that dummy. And I do believe you can block pretty much everything. Okay. Little jerk bird. Yep, this is going well. And there's a successful parry. That's a dodge, jumping around. Find a little item shop where we have not near enough money to buy anything, so back up we go. Nice little teleporters around, so it's usually about having the action. Just take the cannon. I guess we should be using that a little bit more. This is where we have to go first so that we can get the little plant tickly stuff. As you can see, we can't even get back up, but we can tickle it. Tickle, 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 tickle. Let's just chug a potion. And this shows off different elites and such. Like the elite mechanic for the first time, just to give you a little intro. Get the unknown artifacts, which you keep forever. Which is the plant tickler. Vine rune. This permanent rune causes climbing vines to grow through tickles. And now we can continue on our journey. Going up the vines to the next area. I don't actually think we can go back to that area ever again, now that we've beaten it. But hey, there's worse things in this world. Oh, got the secret wall chicken. Wall gems. Castlevania reference. To those of you that play a lot of Castlevania. Some sparklies. Is there anything up here? There is... Huh? Insects. A whole collection of insects, carefully classified and lined up in nice straight rows, and classified by types. And by size. And in alphabetical order. The person who worked this office was certainly thorough. I believe that's in reference towards an alchemist of such. A statue of the king of the island. How could he see anything with that helmet on? Never watched any anime? All kinds of glorious situations. A little level up. We will take the green for the extra health and our items. No reason not to. Just there. Nope. And that's another thing we require a rune for at some point, so we've explored all we can down here. Yeah, I like rolling through doors. It's a thing of mine. Let's keep on cruising. Bashing doors into people. Get that damage to create a little stun. Apparently there's another little invulnerability scarecrow thing. Get that. Alright. Nope. Nothing else down there. Break him down. We're gonna need weapon upgrade. I don't usually like slow weapons. That's also a rune. Here we go. Whoop. Get that nice parry in. Because I'm already feeling the damage of my sword getting a little outdated already. It was the starter sword with no fancy benefits. Here's something zappy. Oh, come on, dude. You're below the ground. It's just a jerk move. No reason to be that way. And down we go. Oh, jeez. Break them all down. Here we go. Pop. Woo. Alright. Doing good. Finish you off. Get all the coins we can. In case we come across another item shop that wants to... Ooh. Got more green. Nope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was gonna happen. Guess that would have been smarter to use some of my stuff. But, can I say I'm not always a smart man? Push this guy off. I believe we need the wall jump for that, so let's just move on back. Breaking through doors, dodging spinny spike balls. Finish off the little bat guy. Going around. Little explodey men. Alright, now we're getting the hang back. Getting back into the groove of things. Pick a little beef jerky. Getting a lot of good cells. Should give us some decent upgrades. Get another little level up thing. That brutality up. Going through here. I believe... Yes, we need the little teleporty statue room, so up we go. There's really only like one real path, like the first time you go through. If you can go through all the way, but we've made it to the third area, the ramparts. Come on. I mean, I had 60 at one point. Got enough for the blood sword. Recycling. A little bit of the gold reserves because it's there. Finish off the blood sword. Aim towards the health flask because the more of those, the better. We'll start probably working on like the random starter stuff so that you don't just keep getting basic garbage. 301 DPS. Colorless, the highest level applies, so that's nice. And the victim's remains explode. Interesting. Melee kills reduce skill cooldowns. Successful parries. Attacks following a successful parry. I do kind of like just getting a little bit of health regen too. It's nice. Get our health flask filled back up. I believe this is the path to our first boss, so this could be our first death or our first major victory. Who knows? But we'll find out. The guards would perch themselves on the ramparts at the first sign of the malaise. It didn't really help. Ramparts. Room with a view. Reach the ramparts for the first time. Oh, we know. After the ramparts, it's the first boss area. Okay, hey buddy. It's for the free kill. Unknown artifact. Alright, what are you gonna do? Customization room. This permanent room unlocks the custom mode. Excellent. I like how like these zombie skeleton things can bleed. Also, kind of annoyed I got hit there. But I have nobody really to blame myself. The controls in this game are actually really tight. And I mean, there's clearly telegraphs of like the reds. Like, hey, they're about to hit you. What do you think you should do about that? Probably something, but... I think you can die if you fall off the edge, too. I don't remember if just falling off the edge just straight up kills you. Thanks to you, little priest. Here. See if we can go up a little higher. We cannot. So down we go. Down and out. Across the ramparts. Pull through the door. Go check out down here. Go check out down here. Ah, sure. Okay. Apparently I'm just not doing enough damage to give him the stun animation, so just be prepared to dodge. It's more of a reminder to myself that I will almost instantaneously ignore, I'm sure. But carrying on we shall. Nope. Nope. I said no. That red. More damage is always appreciated. Travel across the little ramparts here. Probably go back down there at some point. Bash that door into him. Finish him off. Jump up here. Dodge. fine. Look at that. I am listening to my own advice. I think a little parry. And an extra parry. Look at that. I'm a parrying machine. Here we go. Like the little weird head monster thing. Get an ice shield. That was a little too low to jump to. That does not. There we go. Really? Well, I was taking my own advice for like a minute. That's also why I take a little bit of the regen runes. Very limited amount of health, but sometimes it can mean the difference between staying alive and starting over. So, I'm always a sucker for regen and health stuff in games. But, carrying onward. Smash through. Can't go down there because we don't have the rune for it. So, across we continue. Trudging along. It's down here. Anything worthwhile. Those parries in there. Ah! Trying to roll, trying to roll. Oh, and we're out of potions. That's really bad. Yep. But anyways, that is the start of some Dead Cells. I hope you all enjoyed the interesting ride to start off with. See if we can continue onward, but she was correct in the fact that we still can't die. Seems like you're having a rough time of it. Yeah. A little bit. Tired of your shit. You notice how things seem to change each time you pass through? Yeah, I know, it gets randomized. I get it. I'm getting the island's alive. It's quite ridiculous, wouldn't you say? Yes, we pick up our gold, like we had the little gold pouch. We only get to keep 500 of what we had, but 500 is more than 0. But again, I will see you all again in the next adventure. Bye for now.